Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Mardek, and today we are going to head on back to Meriador's workshop because I believe we now have all the ingredients to create the Metal Man. So, let's use Mardek's warp ability here. And let's get out of this here water temple. We'll get back there to actually try to get the crystal on a later occasion. But as for now, it is to Gazor that we go, and I'm assuming we probably want to have Meriador and I would assume also Gloria in the party, because Gloria, remember, is going to be the actual person casting the spell to summon the soul from the soul plane and bring it into the Metal Man body that Meriador has created. So, it's been a long time since we last saw Meriador. Let's get him back in, and I suppose we'll throw him in for Slinik at the moment. And I suppose we can leave Charlotte. So let's head on over to the workshop and see what we can make happen here. We have all the ingredients now, so let's get casting this spell. But how do we go from here? Let's have a look at what we have to do with these ingredients. With the ingredients in our possession, the spell seems to be surprisingly easy to do, considering that it's forbidden dark magic and everything. It seems that you might even be able to cast it yourself. In fact, it says that whoever casts this spell will become the, master of the bound soul. And I think that should be you, rather than me. Yeah, perhaps a little bit concerning the whole master thing, but, I guess Meriador being the Metal Man creator makes sense. Also, notice that, is it just me? Or if we're looking at Gloria's eyes there, I swear she's looking at Meriador, not at the book? I don't know. So, what do I need to do then? You need to concentrate on the object that you want the soul to be bound to. Concentrate with all your willpower, and say these magic words here. There's also a bit of energy manipulation, but it doesn't seem necessary for the person who says the word to do the energy pushing. So I'll do that bit, while you just say the words. Right? Yes, but, I can't actually read these words that I'm supposed to say. Oh, right, you can't. If I speak them to you now, it might bugger something up, or half-cast the spell, or who knows what. So, do you have some kind of writing implement? Like a pencil, or something? I have my lucky pencil right here. Okay, I've written down a phonetic translation that you should be able to read. So, if you just read those out, that should be fine. Okay, thank you. Now, when do I begin? First, I'll need to shape the energies appropriately, like it says in that book. It'll take a few seconds, but you won't know when I'm done, so, just wait a while, and you should be fine. Once the energies are set up properly, I can hold them like that for a while, so you can't wait too long. Then, you just have to say the magic words in a loud, confident voice while focusing hard on the object you want to bind to. The Metal Man here. Nice handwork, by the way. That's amazing. Thank you. It means a lot coming from you, Miss Shaman. Oh, Meriador's blushing. As is Gloria. Oh man, budding romance? I don't know, possibly. Yes, well, you'll know you're speaking the magic words properly because your voice will go all magic-y and dramatic. The words will sort of try to force themselves out, form themselves, so it won't be too hard, even if you don't have any magical skills. Yes, okay. Let's get started now then, shall we? Are you ready, sir? I'm ready! Then please give me a few moments while I ready the energies. Are we good here? Maybe? I hope it's been long enough because, Arcandrel! Velamno! Chilies! Diaz! Did it work? I mean, is it just me, or were there, like, a bunch of different floaty things that fell from the sky and landed their way into the Metal Man? Metal Man, can you hear me? It's moving, at least the gears of the back seem to be. Processing. What the devil? We in the Dreadlord's glorious name am I? What am I? A blasted kettle? I can see, feel, but you, there. What is the meaning of this? Hello there. It seems like it worked. What is this? This isn't the afterlife. Who are you people? What is this thing I'm in? Who are you? Me? This is my space that you are invading there. Whoever or whatever you are. Oh, bloody wonderful. This is. Just when I thought I got out of this insufferably depressing world, I get wrenched right back in again by some madman. Truly, my misery is endless. Utterly, utterly endless. Gods despise me. I see. What a world. Live! Is this supposed to happen? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the thing you're trying to put in the soul into? Or it seems like too many souls were summoned. Yeah, there were definitely multiple people speaking from the Metal Man there, it seemed. It's all my fault. My stammer. It affected the magic words. Yes, very interesting and all that. But what the hells is this, and who are you? You tiny, feeble little mouse. Please don't antagonize the man. This could all just be some kind of mistake or misunderstanding. I'm sure things will go back to their natural order in a few minutes, so let's savor this new experience while we can. I bet it's just some evil wizard again, making me suffer for his own amusement, just like the gods throughout my whole existence. Why can't it just end? Ooh! I'm made of metal! Metal! Shiny! My legs feel funny! Ah! Where am I? Not the pixies again! The pixies! I thought I escaped them when I drilled them out of my head. Why? Why do they continue to torment me? I'll get them. Come out! Pixies! Pixies? Hello there, again. I am, Meridor, an inventor, and I built this thing, a metal body. Truly a wondrous piece of machinery. It can be used like a living human body, but without any of the, bodily needs. I, have summoned your souls, to ask you to help me in an experiment. You see, we don't know what happens after death. We aren't sure. But by summoning souls into a form that allows them to speak to us and act like a living thing once more, we can learn, maybe. I suppose, yeah, that is perhaps a bit of a noble cause, even if it does involve dark necromantic magics. I also wish to, create the ultimate man. Your machine body is equipped with a mechanical brain that does not lose memories. Every skill you learn stays fresh in your mind, and what you can learn is nearly unlimited. Currently, you are capable of little, physically, but there is so much you can learn to help us all, to assist the world in so many ways. The ultimate man? But I'm a woman. A woman? I'm living in some tin can man with a ruddy woman? Bah! Now I'll surely have to listen to incessant whining inside my own head. Okay, already seems like the seemingly multiple souls are getting mad at each other. We'll see how this plays out. Depressing, isn't it? Anyway, why in the glorious hells, which I was just busy trying to conquer, before you trapped me in your cage, you simpering cur, should I help you? What is in this for me? You, would get to experience life anew with a nigh invincible body. Means I can't even kill myself to be rid of the bloody, miserable drudgery of it all. How depressing. This all seems so against nature. Invincible body, you say? I cannot die! Take that, pixie scum! Scum! You can't get me because I'll get you! I'll get you, pixies. I have a second chance! So let me be sure of this, little toy maker. You've summoned I, the great Baron von Dungu, from the throes of death into a nigh invincible ultimate death machine, and you expect me to, what, just obey you? It's quite laughable. I think I'll go on a rampage instead and conquer the world again. The world will know fear. Okay. No fear. No fear? Ah! Ah! Now look at what you've gone into. Enter person. You should know that things always turn out exactly the way you don't want them to. It makes me so miserable just thinking about it. You should never have trusted anything, you know? You always end up regretting it. I always have. Actually, the nature of the spell that we cast is that it binds your soul, or in this case, souls, to an object, yes, but it also binds them in service to a master. You simply have no choice but to obey Mr. Meridor here. Gloria with that little smirk. Not so fast. What? I'm a slave? How You're one of the pixies, aren't you? Slavery is not the way of nature. This is so unnatural, and I really must insist that you listen to your conscience and set us free into the astral realm once more. Actually, this does feel wrong. Maybe we can, do the spell again? Unfortunately, that's not possible. I probably should have warned you about this before you cast it, but the spell is not one that can be reversed. The only way to release the soul is to destroy the object it's bound to, so unless you want to destroy the metal man. Something tells me Meridor's not gonna be too keen on doing that. I spent years of my life on making that thing. This might work though. If I can control the metal man, then it won't go on any evil rampages, and having multiple souls to speak with to learn will be better all around. I hate it when people look on the bright side. I see. This is unnatural, I realize. But you people do seem to have noble goals from it all. You don't seem to be an evil wizard, at any rate. I would be glad to help you until my time here is done. It will be a learning experience for us all. And we have an eternity to exist as souls anyway, so this isn't robbing us of precious time. You cannot control me! I refuse to be your slave! You damn blasted! Interesting. It seems that we four souls are each capable of controlling this machine of yours, but only once at a time. You can stifle this Baron Von Doomkill, if you like. Not all the time, you can't. You swine-fondling, goat-buggering cretins. I'll feed you to the demons. Goat-buggering? Funny. Oh, so sorry. I've not even introduced myself. I'm Dina, the shaman of a place called Canonia. Do you know it? Or at least, I was the shaman. It could have been hundreds of years ago, though. I have no idea how long it was since I lived. Shaman of Canonia? Yeah. We knew a shaman of Canonia, the one that we, of course, maybe kind of sort of killed in chapter 2 when she turned into a zombie. Not to mention that the current shaman of Canonia, Gloria, is standing right next to us right now. Oh, a shaman! Really? Me too. I'm the shaman of Canonia now. There's so much you can teach me then. I suppose in some ways that could very well be a benefit for Gloria as well. This is delightfully coincidental then. People knew me as miserable old Martin. I can't imagine why. I mean, my name's Eric, not Martin. I am Meriador, the inventor. Pleased to meet you all. And I am the thing your nightmares are made from. I ruled this world with an iron fist of darkness once, and I shall do so again. In time, you will see. You will regret this, slugs. Me too. I'm not a pixie. It seems that we'll all have a lot to get used to in this arrangement here. It seems that the body we inhabit isn't able to move much just by our own accord. Perhaps you have to give us an order or something? Master? Okay. I order you, Metal Man, to, follow me, but not kill anyone. You can move on your own accord now, but don't attack anyone. I bet it doesn't work, and you all die painful deaths while we get trapped in here until the universe ends. Ha! Your first and last mistake, little man. It seems I'm able to move now, so I shall attack, and you shall... Oh, damn it all to hells. This isn't working. Yes, it seems that though we can move now, the body simply halts before it's able to strike anything. Interesting. But, the pixies! The pixies can get us now! Also, are you going to keep calling us Metal Man? I don't much care for being referred to as a male. Technically, none of us are male or female at the moment, due to being an artificial, sexless automaton possessed by disembodied spirits, which is depressing, because now what do I ever have to look forward to in things? What would be a better way of referring to you collectively? Just the invincible and utterly grand Baron Von Doomkill will suffice. You need not acknowledge the existence of these other nitwits at all. Legion. Legion? Ah, I see the logic in that. It's the Demon Man, right? Yes, the, Demon Man. There's this tale, you see, of a man who was possessed by a whole group of demons. So it was like he had multiple voices, multiple personalities. And he asked him, "What is thy name?" And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, but we are many. So I thought the name fit. Do you? Yes, it's certainly catchy and appropriate. I don't much care for essentially being called a demon, though it will suffice. I am worse than demons, but being acknowledged as such will do. For now. Well, is this the first time Mardek has interjected in this entire ordeal that we've been undergoing here? Ah! Mardek! You are still here, I see. Yeah, I almost forgot as well. I think that now that I have, Legion here, I think my travels with you are over. What? Really? But... Oh, Gloria doesn't want to see him go! But wait, what are you actually going to do now that you have your Metal Man up and running? What is it for? Is she up to something? Does she have a plan? Well, I made it so that it could learn things, which it can. Watching people perform tasks, it can memorize them and use them itself. I want it to learn a multitude of skills, so that it could be useful in any situation to people everywhere. Once this one has collected enough data, I would use it to make copies with the same memories built in. How do you intend to teach it? Well, I was just planning on showing it, books. Maybe some moves of my own? But wouldn't that be rather slow and its knowledge limited? What about, say, instead you could come with me, us, Mardek, and all of us, and Legion comes too, and watches our enemies to learn their skills. I see what you're getting at here, Gloria, and I saw that slip up. Okay. But then it would only learn combat skills. Not necessarily. It could also learn other skills by watching people in our travels, like skilled artisans or craftsmen. Gloria's really trying to sell this whole idea. Well, that does sound like a good idea. And to be honest, I doubt I could stand to do this all myself anyway. If we were left alone with you, you feeble little shrew, I would find a way to end you. That, I swear. Then it's decided. You and Legion here will accompany us in our journeys. Right, Mardek? Now Gloria's trying to get us to make the executive decision. What? Well, okay, I think. Mardek's like, I really don't understand what's happening right now, but okay. Thank you. This will be interesting. It has probably been a long time since I've seen the world, and I'm very interested to see how much it has changed since I've been gone. Yeah, we don't really know how long any of these souls have been in the soul plane for, so, like the Canonia shaman was saying, could be that they only passed recently, and the world will be very similar from when they previously saw it, or it could be that this is hundreds, thousands of years later and things are completely different. Don't know. I bet it's worse than ever, since it's surely descended into a hive of miserable scum and villainy. Nothing works right, and the evil people rule, and all that. It makes me depressed just thinking about it. Surely it cannot be as wretched as it was when I ruled it. But if it is, and even if it's not, I shall soon be in charge of it once more, to reduce it to grim chaos. A living hell. Oh, yes. There will be pixies! Pixies! Ah! Anyway, let's go then. We've talked for far too long, eh? Okay, and with that, yes, we have now gained an additional party member, that being Legion here. Notably, Legion, you might notice, is physical elemental, which is interesting because, of course, we haven't seen anyone at all previously who's been physical elemental. is basically, I think, sort of like a reflection of how there are multiple different personalities in Legion, and therefore maybe a mixture of different things levels out to physical, or of course the metal body itself, I suppose, makes sense that might be physical too. So let's throw Legion in here, and probably does make sense to say have Meridor alongside Legion. And sure, we'll keep Gloria in as well. Let's take a quick look at the character. So level 20, which is actually higher than Meridor or Gloria right now. 20 strength, 20 vitality, a little bit lower on the spirit and agility side of things, and because it is physical elemental, does mean that it does start off with 20% resistance to physical attacks, which is useful because oftentimes the generic attacks tend to be physical elemental. However, in particular now that we're in Chapter 3 and we've gone into places like Water Temples, Lifewood, Crimson Peak, there are still a lot of places where we'd expect to see primarily other types of elemental damage, so maybe not quite as useful as, say, it would be in Chapter 2 when many attacks are non-elemental like this, but still very unique, at the very least in that way. And if we look at, say, skills, a whole bunch of question marks, so nothing here to start off with. However, already have a few things on the reaction side. Maybe we take a look at the inventory, take a look at what Legion is starting off with here. A clasping claw. It's a robot arm weapon, so definitely an entirely different type of weapon that we've not yet seen. Mechanical arms designed for picking things up, but also very useful for causing harm to things in combat. Yeah, bear in mind, Meridor, of course, did not necessarily design Legion for combat purposes, but we'll probably find a way to make that work, right? So this is where we're getting some of the offensive reactions in. 30 attack is reasonably high. It's a little bit lower than Mardek's Champion Sword, which, as we've said previously, was the best weapon at the end of Chapter 2, but now that we're a reasonable ways through Chapter 3, has certainly found other things that have since surpassed it, so we'll probably be looking for stronger claws in the future, but that's at least where we're starting off. Then we have copper plating is the armor. It is R plating for armor, which I'm assuming stands for robot plating, so I think likewise this will be a type of armor that is specific to Legion and Legion alone. Won't be able to have other things carry over, like, for example, Trilobite armor or the Lesser Rainbow Shirt. Say if we were to try to do this, wouldn't let us do it. So it's body plating for a metal man made from copper. It's rather resilient to physical attacks. 10 defense is humongous, yeah. Also, some defensive reactions, plus 10% HP, and that 10 defense. And I suppose we can also try to fill in other accessory spots here and maybe give Meridor chestplate as well, because it's been a while. However, other thing to bear in mind is that we did, of course, have the book, I believe it's actually this one, that allows Meridor to create items, much like the blacksmith back in Xantusia. And what I'm thinking is, it might be useful right around now to, say, create some of these, because you'll notice that some of these things, like mirrors and gas-o-matics, flamethrowers, and potion sprays, are the types of items that Meridor can use to, say, replace the thermal spanner that Meridor has been using thus far. However, there are also other items here, like the clasping claws and hammer fists, that, as you can probably guess, are things that will actually be for Legion, not Meridor. So this is a way in which we could upgrade some of Legion's gear and Meridor's gear as well. So let's take a quick look at what things we might have all the resources to create. For example, this gas-o-matic here, I'm pretty sure we have lead pipes, acid seeds, viper's eyes, and poison stingers, so we can probably make that. Flamethrower, likewise, pretty sure we have everything for this. So it probably means we're going to have to quickly take a stop off at the save crystal and take a bunch of items out from item storage, but we can make that happen. And so yeah, I think both the gas-o-matic, flamethrower, and if we could, also throw on something for Legion as well. Bronze swords, actually, we need. Those are very early game swords, as well as a copper breastplate. I think we should be able to make that happen. So let's head back to one of those crystals and just load up on any and everything. And yeah, I think there's a chance we could even manage to create more, but at the moment at least, I think let's just get started with a little bit of stuff. So we need some of the poison stingers. Let's maybe dump all the items in Legion's inventory. We needed those. We needed bronze swords. We need at least one here. Does, say, Mardek still have one in his inventory, or maybe even Vern? Those were weapons that those guys were using once upon a time. Only seeing one right now. But in theory, we might be able to purchase more. It would be really convenient, of course, if we had them lying around already. But, if not, then we could say, oh, here we go. Donovan had one of all people. So we need that, and then we needed what? Was it bronze armor or copper chestplate? One of those two things, which again, we should have, I think. Just a matter of, again, who's holding on to them. And the answer to that will be here. Slinik has one, so we'll swipe this. So this should be enough for Legion weapon. And then we needed a bunch of poisony-themed things for Meriador's poison weapon, and then also there was the flamethrower. I believe needed some fire essence, which... Did we take any of that? We needed a Drakfang as well, which... It's not this. It's slightly different than that. Let's take a look. Fire essence, we do have that, so that's good. That's a starting point. As well as... I don't recall if it needed any fire opals, but that seems like that could certainly be possible, so let's just take those. I think just about everything needed lead pipes, so we can take some more of those. We need the Viper Eye for the poison weapon. I think we needed acid seeds, possibly more than one. We have at least one here. We'll have to double check if we need more. Okay, so let's give this a shot. I think we're probably forgetting some things here or there, but just to be sure as to what exactly we need and what we might still be missing. So if we go back here, I know we definitely have enough for this. So if we put in the bronze swords and a copper breastplate, we have an updated weapon for Legion. So we'll probably wait just a little bit longer to throw this in. Oh, in fact, oops, it's exactly the same one that we already had. Well, I mean, now we have a duplicate if we feel like we need one. There might even be some weapons that require that we have one of these as a base ingredient. No, maybe not, after all. So Emerald, Fire Essence, Earth Essence, and P Runestone, we might have all the ingredients for that, but let's maybe focus on the other things for now. So I think the flamethrower, we were talking about Fire Essence, lead pipes, fire opals. I needed one more. We have enough from other people just hanging out here, perhaps? No. Okay. But other than that, the Drakfang, oh, okay. There was that too, and I'm not sure I found that one. So let's head back to check that out. Okay, so back now with more ingredients. Okay, so back now with more ingredients. And let's see if we now have what it takes to make, say, the flamethrower, which requires 5 fire essence, fire opals, lead pipes, and a Drakfang. We do now have this. So it is an item that is an invention, so it's basically the type of weapon that Meriador can equip. It's an invention for use by an inventor. It belches flames like a dragon, inflicting fire damage on all foes, so it hits everyone. And remember, with Meriador, we haven't seen too much of this because, of course, he's only had one invention to use thus far, but basically, he only has one unique skill, and it's based on whichever invention you happen to have equipped at that point in time. So his thermal spanner has been a pretty generic fire elemental attack, whereas the flamethrower, of course, can hit multiple people simultaneously, so at the very least it has that going for it. Also gives 75% resistance to fire, which is a ton, especially if you consider that this is a weapon, of all things. Meriador can't equip a shield, but still, not bad at all. And let's also see if, say, we could make the Gas-O-Matic as well. So that also takes lead pipes, acid seeds, the Viper's Eye, and some poison stingers. So now we have this as well, more options for Meriador. And this one is an invention for use by an inventor, again, specifically for Meriador. It sprays out a noxious gas which inflicts poison on all foes. So this could have been something that might have been particularly valuable, say, for that security demon fight when we were trying to make a point of inflicting poison. Ultimately, we of course did find a way to make that happen, but those types of scenarios where we're facing powerful opponents where poisons would be particularly notable, and we're just trying to find a way to make it happen, this could be a good way to make it happen. So it's, again, a skill that is specific to this invention here, and it also gives 100% resistance to poison, so nice bonus there as well. Let's throw this in Meriador's inventory. And then I'm not sure we're going to have enough for anything else, because of course we did try to make a new type of claw for Legion, and, well, we did make a new claw, it's just the same type of claw that he had before. So, with that, I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap up here, and next time around we'll get the chance to explore a little bit more with Legion and Meridor. So I'll see you then.